Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Chiefs hosting the Bills, and the Chiefs are now 1.5-point home favorites. The over/under is at 48.5 points. The Bills are plus 105 on the money line, and the Chiefs are minus 125. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow or kickoff tomorrow, and it really depends on what happens in the first game of how much money people are going to hammer on the second game. It's supposed to be 32 degrees and clear with 3-mile-an-hour winds, and I wonder what the over-under on Taylor Swift showings is going to be in this game because, that's always fun whenever the Chiefs play. Now, head-to-head, these teams are 5-5 against each other. The road team is 6-4. The favorite is both 6-4 against the spread and 6-4 on the money line. The over is hitting their last two. The over is 6-4, and the over at 48.5 is 6-4. They played once this season in Buffalo, and the Bills won 30-21. They covered. The game went over. To me, this is really going to boil down to there's two quarterbacks that the referees love to throw roughing the passer calls. And now we're watching Mahomes actively trying to draw flags like we do when he scrambles out there and then slows down before he hits the sideline to try to get a flag for getting pushed out of bounds or taking a really late slide and then the defenders hit each other and there's a 15-yard penalty, and Josh Allen is no better, who's 6'5", 6'6", and flopping on the ground to get a call. I mean, it works, but it's just kind of what ballet are we going to see tomorrow? Now, the Bills are 8-2 in their last 10, 7-3 against the spread. The over is 6-2. They're 3-1 in their last 4. There was a total of 54 points, 39 points, 38 points, and then 52 points. They beat the Jets by 26. They covered 40-14. They lost to the Patriots 23-16. They beat the Broncos 31-7. Kind of not going to say anyone really expected the Broncos to put up a fight, but rookie quarterback, hostile territory. Then they beat the Ravens 27-25. That was a bit of a surprise, but Josh Allen pretty much put them on his back and just decided that he was going to be the bigger, stronger Lamar and just ran through the Ravens defense. It was absurd just watching him steal touchdowns from James Cook. He was channeling his inner Jalen Hurts for that one. And then for the Chiefs, they're 8-2 in their last 10. They're 3-7 against the spread. The under is 7-3. They have not covered their last 2 games. There was a total of 46, 39, 38, and 37 points in their last 4 games. 27-19 victory over the Texans, they covered. 29-10 victory over the Steelers, they covered. Then they got spanked 38-0 by the Broncos with basically none of their starters there. And you could say whatever you want to say. They rested their players. They needed it. So be it. They're allowed to do so. That's what happens when you finish with one of the best records in your conference. And it also keeps out a team that could have potentially knocked you out of the playoffs. It's a double-edged sword there. And then they beat the Texans 23-19. Now, this really just depends on where you got that Texans line at, because here it's showing that it closed at 10, but it was hovering around 8 for the most part. So if you got it at 8, the Chiefs covered. If you got it at 9, you pushed. And then if you got it at anything over 9, you were screwed. That last second safety kind of, effed you if you bet the Texans, and hooray for you if you bet the Chiefs. It depends. I really don't think that the Chiefs are going to lose at home. I don't. I understand that Josh Allen had that kind of game. It was great. He did it against Lamar. Both of these guys are great quarterbacks in the regular season, but they both have histories of choking in the playoffs. Now, Josh Allen made it one more game, and we'll see if he actually can, get over that hump and take the Bills to the promised land. But the Chiefs have been there, done that, and they just find a way to win, especially at home. And unfortunately, especially because of the referees. So I'm going to take the Chiefs on the money line. I'm going to take the Chiefs laying the points. And I want to go over, but when these two teams play each other, they're lower scoring games, but I'm going to hope for offense and go over. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.